of truth. I'm grateful for an expansion of my awareness. I'm grateful for an expansion of my gift and the ability to recognize the fact that I had God in a box, that there are a lot of ways to address God. I call God Spirit. I call God the universe. I call God the Creator. I not only identify angels as angels, I now call angels and my ancestors. I address them as my spirit guides. I address them as my higher self. I hope that doesn't weird you out or freak you out. If it does, then maybe this isn't the place for you. As I always say, I am not here necessarily for a huge audience. I am here for my audience, for those who resonate on the same frequency as me, for those who feel a connection and a kindred spirit with me, with my gift, with my offering. It's okay if this is not the place for you. Thank you for stopping by. Maybe you can share the link to the video to someone who you think may be on the same frequency or page as me, if you will. I'm starting out with basic 3-card readings, just for whomever it resonates with. I hope that you find this video, or that this video finds you wherever you are. I do look forward to doing personal readings in the near future, as well as readings for each specific zodiac sign, whether they be weekly or monthly readings. I'm not sure how that's going to pan out, but I'm excited. I'm super duper excited. I look forward to sharing more about my personal story and how I came to this place, my evolution, my growth from being a very young, on fire Christian, very religious, to growing and evolving from that. Not that there's anything wrong necessarily with it. It was definitely a part of my path. It was along my journeys. It was a stop along my journey that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for everything I learned through my religious experience. It definitely changed my life for the better. But as some people do and some don't, I clearly am one who did evolve from religious beliefs and moving into a place of knowing. We all have inner knowing. Each of us have it. We all have intuition. We all have discernment. We're all connected to source. We're all connected to spirit. We're just afraid of our knowing, of our connection. We're afraid of our intuition. And also we've been programmed to believe that we don't know. We've been programmed to believe that everything is outside of us. Look at the moon card there saying hello. 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 We just had a beautiful full moon in Libra not long ago. The next full moon will also be in Libra. So I don't want to get into astrology too deeply right now. I love astrology. I love numerology. I am a student of the unknown, of the mysteries. If I could study and read all day, that's exactly what I would do, but who knows, maybe that day will come soon where I can just kick back and read and study and dissect and research my heart's desire, right? That's one of my heart's desires. So yeah, I'm babbling. I think I told you guys on a previous video that I tend to babble. So yeah, hope that it's okay with you. If not, again, maybe this isn't the place for you, and that's okay. That is okay. That is just fine. To each his own. We all have our level of tolerances or intolerances for specific things. We're all different, all fearfully and wonderfully made. And just that's just human nature. Some of us connect and resonate with each other more than others. That's not to say that anyone's wrong or right. We're just different. And that's just the ebb and flow of life. Sometimes we flow together. Sometimes we don't. So if you're here for it, welcome, welcome. If you're not, thank you for giving this channel a try. Thank you for just stopping by. We appreciate you. If it's not for you, hope that you will share the video with someone who you think it would resonate with or who may appreciate my offering today. So, yes, Spirit, we call you forth. We know that you're always here. We acknowledge you. We thank you for more love. We thank you for understanding. We thank you for wisdom. We thank you for guidance. We thank you for instruction, direction, and protection. We thank you for growth. We thank you for revelation. We thank you for direction, instruction. We thank you for revealing all things as needed at the right time. We trust. We thank you for supporting us. We thank you for protecting us. We thank you for providing for us, both spiritually and physically, both financially and through health, wholeness, and peace of mind. We thank you. We thank you. Let's see what the cards have to say today. Again, I'll just pull a card for the past, for the present, and for the future. One last shuffle. Okay, from the bottom of the deck, the past card is the Fool. The Fool coming up for past energy. Thank God it's in the past, right? We have moved on, okay? No longer a fool. And the present card is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups in the present. That is definitely a power move there in the present. Whew. Eight of Cups in the present. You are ready to move forward right now, whoever you are. Whoever this message is for. And the card for the future. The Queen of Swords. Okay. Woo! Queen of Swords, baby. So, we have one major arcana card and two minor arcana cards. Well, yeah, two minor, one minor and one court card, some would say. So yeah, let's start with the card from the past, which is the Fool. Very fitting. Very fitting. Life is all about cycles. Everything is done in cycles. Cycles always continue. We have cycles for different areas of our life. So in the past, whoever this resonates with, whoever this message is for, in the past, you were just very curious, somewhat naive, just starting out. The Fool card is the 0 card. It's not even a number 1. It's just like a baby, just like a newbie. Maybe you are new to a new marriage. Maybe you were new to going to college, higher education, starting your collegiate career. Maybe you were new to a job, new to some type of newness in your life in the past, whether it was your personal relationship with someone, a new position, a new title, a new lease on life. Maybe you were newly divorced, newly married, again, just starting school, just starting a new career. But in the past, I don't know if this is 7 days ago, 7 weeks ago, 7 months ago, 7 years ago, but in the past, you started afresh and anew, a new cycle, a new beginning. Stumbled a lot along the way, made a lot of mistakes, felt kind of foolish in a lot of ways. But yeah, this card speaks to big themes, life lessons, cosmic influences. So if this reading resonates with you, if you feel like this could be for you, then in the past, like I said, 7 days ago, 7 weeks ago, 7 months ago, 7 years ago, you started a new life venture. And now you could probably look back and admit, yeah, I was pretty naive. I was pretty gullible. I was somewhat of a fool for believing some things that were unrealistic, for not doing your research, not doing your due diligence to fact check people or fact check situations, or to make sure people who were who they say they were. Maybe you failed to protect yourself. Maybe you failed to protect your interests. Maybe you made some investments that didn't really fall through, that maybe you were taken advantage of. Maybe you got scammed in the past. Okay, but thank God we don't always stay in this position. Through these experiences, through these life lessons, we learn, we grow, we're strengthened. We are more knowledgeable as we make it through these phases of our life. So don't be discouraged. You're not alone. We've all been there. We have all been there in this position. So whoever this reading resonates with, whoever you are out there who feel like this reading could possibly be for you, thank God you made it through this phase. You made it, you graduated, you learned a lot about yourself. You learned who you were, you learned who you are, you learned a lot about people, you learned a lot about trust. You grew immensely through this past experience. Don't be ashamed. Again, you're not alone. Take those lessons, keep them tucked away, share them along your journey. If you see someone who may be in a situation where they may be as naive as you were, as gullible as you were, maybe you can lend them a helping hand and share your experiences with him or her to give them a heads up, to make them more aware, to make them more conscious, so that they watch their step, so that they watch their actions, so that they're not so quick to sign on to this deal, that they definitely read thoroughly through contracts and make sure that they're making the best decision for themselves. Use your experience, use your life lesson, not only for yourself, but to help others. Okay? So this is in the past. Thank God you made it through that situation. You graduated. And the card in the present card for you is the Eight of Cups. Now, I don't know. I mean, I want to keep this very general. I don't want to get into signs, but the Cups card is a water card. So maybe you're a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Maybe someone that you're dealing with is a water sign. Maybe you have one of these signs in your chart somewhere, because most people only focus on the sun sign, but you can have Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces somewhere else in your chart. Maybe the moon was in Pisces when you were born. Maybe the moon was in Scorpio when you were born. Maybe Venus, which is the planet of love. Maybe Venus was in Scorpio when you were born. So it doesn't have to be your sun sign, but I just wanted to throw that out there. This is a water cup. This is a cup about a card about emotions. So the Eight of Cups is about breaking free from your emotions. It's about learning how to not be so attached to your emotions, to take a break, to be free from emotional bondage. You have all these cups, all these golden cups, 8 of them, but you turn your back on them. You turn your back on those 8 cups that you've worked really hard for. Because even though you have so many things that your heart's desire, even though you've built a strong emotional foundation for yourself, through those hardships, through those disappointments, through those missteps and mistakes, you grew from that. You grew from this position as the Fool. You grew. You established relationships. You established partnerships. You worked through those bad contracts, got out of them. You worked through those bad deals, came through, established new networks, new friendships. You stabilized your emotions. You created strong connections. You went through some regrets, some changes, some conflict, and you continued to move forward, and you graduated. You established harmony through some connections from the past. You went through a lot here. You accomplished a lot emotionally. You accomplished a lot through your relationships and your connections and your emotions. And even though you accomplished all those things, you still want more right now. You're in a position where you're not fulfilled, even though you've made so many huge milestones. You want more. You want your 9 cups. You want your 10 cups. You've not tossed them away. You've not walked away from them completely. But you've turned your back on them because you know that there's more. So right now, today, in the present, in the situation that you're in right now, it may be dark, but you do have some light from the moon. The moon is illuminating things for you. You're working through your emotions. You're working through your disappointments. You're trying to plan and figure out what your next steps are and how you're going to get that 9th and 10th cup. You're determined to accomplish more. You're determined to have more emotional stability. You're determined to have more healthy relationships. You want more trust. You went from a place where you were trusting the wrong people, where you're making deals with the wrong people. You move from that place. And you experience some success. And you know there's more, which is why this cup came up for you. It's because you know there's more. There are 2 more cups out there that you know you deserve. You work hard enough to deserve them. And you're trying to plan your next move. You're wondering how you can accomplish your next goal. And you deserve it. You deserve it. You're not throwing anything away. You're not giving up. So what does the future hold for you? What is next for you? What is in your future? The Queen of Swords. Now again, keep in mind that genders don't hold the cards. Cards hold both masculine and feminine energy. So the Queen of Swords is someone who is facing the future, someone who is clear, someone who has set standards, someone who's focused, and someone who's established boundaries. The Queen of Swords is not afraid to say what needs to be said. She's not afraid to express her thoughts, to express her ideas. She is intelligent. She has mental clarity. She speaks truth. And she's excellent at communicating. You're ready to say what you need to say to get your other 2 cups. You're ready to do what you need to do to achieve your goals. And in the future, your future energy of the Queen of Cups, the cards are saying to you to speak up. In the future, you'll be presented with more opportunities to speak your mind, to be clear about what you want, to express yourself, to be clear, to speak your truth, and to communicate it clearly. A fool no more. No longer foolish, no longer stumbling over your words, no longer afraid that you'll say the wrong thing. You're no longer worried about whose feelings will be hurt. You're no longer concerned about misunderstandings and miscommunication. You know who you are. You know what you want. You're ready to speak it. You're ready to express it. You're ready to communicate it in a very clear way, in a very precise way, and you will be heard. You will be heard, you will be understood, and you will be received. And you will go and gather your other 2 cups, because that's what your heart's desire is. And you know what to say. You know your position of authority. You're very comfortable in this position of authority because you've grown there. You've been through a lot of experiences. You've had to be strong. You've had to be balanced. You've went through the disappointment. You've gone through the pain. You've gone through the anguish. You've gone through the embarrassment. So nothing else can move you. You can't be moved. You can't be embarrassed. You're not concerned with what other people think. You're very clear. You're very clear. You're very rational. You're very powerful. Everybody get ready. Get ready. Yes. No longer a fool. No longer a fool. No longer naive. No longer stumbling. You're clear. You know. You say it. You speak it. Congratulations. Step into your power. Step into your truth. Be clear about what it is you want and go for it. Peace and progress.